Okay, I wanted to show off some of the capabilities of the X431 Pro Ace. The main screen right here, your intelligent diagnosis, is going to be a guided diagnosis. You're going to produce reports there. It'll check all the modules. This is for pretty much any of the newer cars. Any of the older stuff, you probably would use local diagnose if it can't self-identify as far as what the VIN is and all that. Your special service functions, that's going to be a pretty big list, pretty much the biggest list I've seen on any scan tool I've got, of all of the different resets, all the different calibrations that it will do. Basically, rather than having to go through and find the particular module on the vehicle, you can go here and it will set that up and pretty much do that automated. So it's a pretty quick and easy process, and it's been really good about, if it's listed, it will do it. Remote diagnose, that's if somebody needs to help you with their diagnosis. TPMS, you can add a tool to this and then make this a full TPMS tool. Updates, self-explanatory. A lot of this other stuff is just your basics. We'll do an intelligent diagnosis on this one. So of course it's going to go through, read the VIN code, pull up the information on the car, and then I'll show here. This is going to be the important part of this tool that one differentiates it from a lot of the lower level tools. It's got that full topology on a vehicle, so it will pull up all of the networks on a vehicle and able to show you the different networks. So if you've got communication issues, you can check those out here, but it will go through, scan everything. If you've got codes, it turns red. If you've got no codes, that's green. Gray would be, it just doesn't communicate, or it doesn't have that option there. This has got an aftermarket radio, so that didn't show up. Yep. So if you want a list of that, you can go through and pull that up. Everything, of course, in red needs to be addressed. Everything in green looks good. Of course, then you can email this as a report to yourself in order to send that to yourself or to a customer, and just do a whole lot with that. Let's see here. So read default code, thermostat rationality, pretty common on these Jeeps. And so you've got, of course, your actuation tests. You can see this has got a huge list of options here as far as things that can be actuated, turned on and off in order to check functionality or dysfunction of something. Do your system test if you're doing an evap test, O2 sensor test, all kinds of different stuff here. You can, of course, check your monitors, verify that something's been that the code's been cleared and it's been run and doing well, that it's go ahead and tested for that, and there's no codes coming back. That's good for when you're verifying a repair. So let's look real quick here. A couple different items. You can see this got 176 PIDs available to me. I've seen that go up to 400. It really depends on the vehicle. It's just limited by what that particular module will pull up. So first start of the day on this one. You can see all of our stuff here. I'll go ahead and start it up. And you can see that the battery was a little bit low, so that's really cool that it tells you that. Got a battery voltage monitor here. You can switch it between English and metric depending on what you want to see. You can graph, and you can pull up to 8 graphs on one screen, which is really handy if you want to look at a bunch of different stuff at one time. And then you can edit that list here. So if you want to take a couple of them off and look at only those, you can do that. Another really cool feature is the pinch to zoom. If I can, oh, here we go. You have to get it in a single mode, but you can but a lot more time base on your tool, and see a whole lot more if you're running a car for a long time. And again, from here, then you can still edit and bring stuff back in. You can put multiple on one thing. Of course, it's color coded, a nice size font on these in order to help you read that easily. This thing has been really full featured. It's been my main scan tool for a while now, and it has failed to do zero. I mean, everything I've asked of it, it has done, and done really well. So I can fully recommend the X431 Pro Ace as a full scan tool, and with the additional modules that you can put with this will do way more than any of your basic stuff.